Welcome to our lesson today. We have continued. We are looking at compound. We are looking at time value of money. Last time we looked at simple interest. Today I want us to look at compound interest. Compound interest is a system of interest that charges interest on another interest. So it will charge the interest on the other interest that has been accumulated, as well as the interest on the actual amount of money that you borrowed. For instance, you borrowed a certain sum of money at compound interest. The bank will charge you interest on that money that you borrowed, and they will also charge you interest on the first interest that was already charged. So let us take a look at the example that is on the board. Okay, so we have our example here. Peter Malambo borrowed 12,000 kwacha from Zanaco for 4 years. If the interest rate charged by the bank is 20%, how much will Mr. Peter Malambo pay at the end of the period? Okay, so you have heard there. We have the example of Peter Malambo who borrowed 12,000 from the bank. And then this amount was to be paid after 4 years at the interest rate of 20%, which is compound interest. So the way we are going to solve this, the first thing that we need to do, we need to look at the formula for compound interest. So the formula for compound interest is as follows. Okay? We have A equals E, open bracket, 1 plus R, then close bracket, then N. Okay, so we must break down this formula so that each letter has its own meaning. So here, the A is the amount. The P is the payment, in this case, the principal. This is the principal amount that Mr. Malambo got. Then the R is the rate. The N here, N is the number of times, or the number of period when this amount is supposed to be paid back. So we are going to term it as our time. So in this case, looking at the question that we have been given, the principal there is 12,000. It's 12,000 kwacha. Then the principal amount is 12,000. It's here, 12,000 kwacha. The rate is 20%, and the time is 4 years. So we can now equate. We are going to equate. We remove the letters and put the figures that we are given. So the P there, our principal is 12,000. This one remains the same. Then the rate is 20%. So what we are going to do, this 20% we are going to say 20 over 100. So which gives us 0.20. So we shall put 0.20. Then we are remaining with the n. The n is the number of periods. So here we have 4, which means the loan must be paid back in 4 years. Okay, so let us continue with our calculations. Allow me to rub this. So the first thing that you need to do here, in this case, you need to solve this one. Okay, you need to solve this one. So I start my calculations. The 12,000 comes here, the way it is. Then open bracket. I'll add 1 plus 0.20. So I will have 1.20. Okay, close bracket. Then I have the 4, which means the number of years. So I'm going to put it there. Please don't make a mistake of multiplying 1.2 times 4. Don't. This simply means that this figure must raise to power 4. So in short, this must be multiplied like this. It's 1.2 times 1.2 times 1.2 times 1.2. This is what it means. Okay, now we are going to use our calculator so that we're able to punch this figure on the calculator. So allow me to use my calculator. Okay, on my calculator I have 1.2 raised to power 4. Okay, so the value that I get, is 12,000. Then I have 2.0736. This is the value that I've gotten after raising this to power 4. So now, what do I need to do? I'll now multiply the 12,000 times this figure, which is here. Okay, so for us to get accurate values, I'm using my calculator here. 2.0736 multiplied by 12,000. Okay, so my answer is 24,883.2. Okay, so this is the figure. This is the figure that Mr. Peter Malambo will pay after 4 years. He will have borrowed 12,000. Okay, but after 4 years, at 20% interest compounded annually, plus the amount that he borrowed, which is the principal amount of the 12,000, the total amount that Mr. Peter Malambo will pay to the bank will be 24,883 kwacha 20 ngwe. So this is the way compound interest is calculated. You can see it is very simple. It's not something that you can worry about, no. Yes, it is as simple as this. So compound interest is done. The next video that I'll do, we shall just look at the present values and the future values. So please leave a comment below. Always leave a comment below so that I'm able to answer your questions, and expect more videos of this nature. Thank you so much. May God bless you.